Good afternoon, students. So, as promised, today we are going to solve multiple choice questions from the living world. So, our first question is the system of plant classification proposed by Carolus Linnaeus is considered as artificial because. So, the first option is it was based on evolutionary relationship of plants. Second option is it was based on similarities and differences in floral and other morphological characters. Third option is it took into account the physiological facts along with the morphological characters. And D, none of the above. So, would you like to try it by yourself? So let me give you 1 minute time if you want to try it by yourself. Let me give few hints. Was Carolus Linnaeus's system of classification at all based on evolutionary relationship of plants? What do you think? Was it or was it? It was not. So we can automatically eliminate option number 1. It was based on similarities and differences in floral and other morphological characters only. Okay, let us skip this option for considering it later. Now the third option is it took into account the physiological facts along with the morphological characters. This is obviously no, because it did not take into account the physiological facts along with morphological characters. So A and C eliminated. Now point number B is little bit tricky. It was based on similarities and differences in floral and other morphological characters only. But here the trick lies in only. It obviously took in consideration floral and other morphological characters, but also vegetative characters. So this only is the trick, and the final answer is none of the above. So the final answer is none of the above. Now let us come to your second question. Linnaeus is credited with introducing the concept of inheritance, law of limiting factor, theory of heredity, binomial nomenclature. Answer is straight away binomial nomenclature. Like which one I told? Genus and species. This will have capitalized first letter. This won't have capitalized first letter, and each should be underlined separately. So this binomial nomenclature is suggested by Linnaeus. Now our next question is, out of the 4 widely known systems of classification, one remains less phylogenetic and more natural. Which one is that? Engler and Prantl, Hutchinson, Bentham and Hooker, Renwu. It's Bentham and Hooker. Systema Nature is written by, I think this is known by everyone. Again, similar kind of options. Answer is Carolus Linnaeus. Now our next question is, this is a very important question. Natural system of classification of plants differs from artificial system of classification in. मतलब कौन से ऑप्शंस के वजह से natural system of classification of plant is different from artificial system. So option number 1, taking it into account only one vegetative character, taking into account only one floral character, taking into account all the similarities between plant. So if it would have taken into account only one, that is vegetative character, would it be natural system of classification? No. If it took into account only floral character, then also no. This is taking into account all the similarities between plant. That is the correct answer. Now question number 6. That is systematics. Systematics deals with first option, identification of organism. Second option, classification of organism. Third option, diversity of all organisms and their existing relationship. Fourth option is identification, naming and classification of both plants and animals. So do you remember systematics? Systematics is taught to you by me in the end of the first lecture. So if you want the handwritten notes, then also you can contact me directly through the comments through my WhatsApp number, and also you can go through the videos for checking the study material. So systematics deals with option number 1, identification of organism. Option number 2, classification of organism. Option number C, diversity of all organisms and their existing relationship. Option number D, identification, naming and classification of both plants and animals. Now, while teaching systematics, I told that one of the very important core values of systematics is relationship, relationship, relationship. So, in whatever statements you get as the option, only one has this word relationship, and it is the correct answer, that diversity of all organisms and their existing relationship. Now, what are the advantages of systematics? What is the advantage of systematics? Option number 1 gives an idea of organic diversity, its origin and evolution in plant and animal kingdom. Correct. It might be. Is complementary to other branches of biology. Again correct. Whether we want to study physiology, reproduction, taxonomy, we always need systematics. And provides correct information in agriculture, medical sciences, etc. This is also correct. So, the correct answer is D, all of these. Now, let us come to question number 8. Select the correct order from below mentioned options. So, here we can again use our trick. DKPC OFGS. Domain, kingdom, phylum. Do we have here domain, kingdom, phylum? Yes, we have. Next is kingdom, phylum, class. We have? No. Next is phylum, class, order. We have phylum, class. Yeah, we have. So this is correct. Next is class, order, family. Do we have? No. Order, family, genus. Do we have? No. Family, genus, species. Family, yeah, we have. So all of these are correct. Therefore, the correct option is option number D, that is all of these. Now, what is taxonomic hierarchy? What is taxonomic hierarchy? First option, subunit of taxonomic classification. Taxonomic hierarchy. Listen with concentration. Can you remember this picture? Can you remember this picture which I taught you while teaching taxonomic categories? Okay. Now what are these? These I told taxonomic ranks or categories. These I told as taxonomic rank or categories. And this I also told as sub-unit of classification, or we know it by some other name, that taxon. So point number A is wrong. Then taxonomic ranks which represents categories of taxonomy. Again, no. Aggregate of all taxonomy categories. Yes, this is the correct option, because I told that all these ranks taken together forms taxonomic hierarchy. Now one last question, but it is very important. That is, what is the correct method for writing scientific names? Before, in question number 1 or 2 also I have discussed. Right now in this video itself, for example, we want to write Mangifera indica. So, capitalize generic name, capitalize specific epithet. Okay, generic name is capitalized here. But is the specific epithet? No. That means this option is. Then, capitalize specific epithet, do not capitalize generic name. Here we can see that generic name is already capitalized. That means this is no. Then, capitalize generic name, do not capitalize specific epithet. Yes, this is the correct answer. Okay, and the fourth option is very tricky. You will feel like, okay, maybe we are having two options correct. Generic name and specific epithet underlined together. No, this is wrong. They cannot be underlined together. They always have to be underlined separately. So today we end our MCQ session with this question, and in the next class we will be doing the classification chapter, that is chapter number 2. Till then, thank you.